Um, anyway, let's go and remove the excess grease. Yeah, it might be a nice time for me to clean up this rotor in general. And like I said, good opportunity to clean up the hub as well. It's not really dirty though. So let's move on. Let's get all the intersection points of the spoke hub interface. Yeah, this is definitely a very lightweight oil, y'all. This metal is just drinking it up. I wonder if this is like good for the longevity of the spokes. I would think so. I think metal doesn't like friction and doesn't like. Come on, don't be so shaky. Uh, I would think that it's not like ideal because you would really just want things to be clean and um, have a lack of friction due to that. But when it comes to these specific components, the only way you could achieve cleanliness would be like either never biking outside, so like on some kind of stationary trainer, or if you I guess lived somewhere. I don't know where you could actually live though, because like even the desert, you're gonna get a bunch of shit inside of all these areas. I would think. My God, this straw is so delicate. Little proboscis, little bicyclette proboscis. All right, and I did. Yes, I did. I got all of the cross sections, and I got the front and rear heads of the spokes where they meet with the uh, hub, the hub flange. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do these backside ones since I'm already in this orientation. I can actually get both for one, 2-for-1 deal right here. This is a little bit dangerous. I don't like dripping oil next to the rotor. I will be hitting it with some alcohol, so it's probably okay. But as much as we can avoid that, we certainly should strive to. Man, I think this is a way better method. I feel like this is way more circumspect. Let's see. It could also, oh my God, beepings. Could also be my front derailleur. It could just be bend of the frame, and then it's like my my whole chainring could be slightly tapping my front derailleur. Oh, if this doesn't work, I need to look into uh, making sure my front derailleur is properly adjusted. I know when I put it on, I did next to no adjustment, which doesn't seem right. Like it did work, and it does work, but my limit screws could be off. Um, and also, it could be too high, the front derailleur. It could also be at a slight angle. Maybe it's like touching it because of that torsion that I mentioned. Do I want to try to get it on this side? Yeah, that's probably fine. This part of the rotor doesn't actually uh, interfere with, or doesn't, it's not involved in braking. So it's pretty safe. Now, does it have an adequate amount of oil on that spoke arm? What the fuck, Wi-Fi? Okay. Again, being thorough, so it's worth the time. If you're going to do anything, it's worth doing right, and it's worth doing thoroughly. It's not it's not your fault if you didn't realize that there was something that you could have or should have done while you were doing something else. If it didn't occur to you, nothing to write home about, nothing to lose sleep over. Just add it to the list. The only reason we're trying to be fastidious here is because we're here. We're here now. And so anything that can occur to us in this moment is worth trying to address. Now, that does feel like I've already forgotten if I applied lubrication to both sides. It looks like I have. And then now all of the spoke nipples have been lubricated. And so I think the wheels are done as far as that's concerned. It's so hot out here. So I do want to put some of my stuff away. TriFlow. I love TriFlow so much. I use TriFlow for everything. And then if I need a heavier grease, I use that Park Tool, like marine style grease, like for like water, thing. Not like a hoorah situation. Although I do know Marine is into water stuff, so I guess it's kind of like it is kind of both. All right, I'm putting my stuff back, and I'm gonna grab. Oh my God, what the fuck? What am I grabbing? I'm gonna grab paper towel, rubbing alcohol. I'm gonna grab 2 paper towels. In fact, oh, 3 apparently. Then I'm gonna grab some rubbing alcohol. Maybe I'll use this third one to clean off my computer a little bit since I had to touch it with my dirty hands. And I've got my needfuls now. You know, as far as I understand it, the brake pads, they imbue a bit of their material onto the rotor. And so when you do something like this and clean them with rubbing alcohol and remove all of that, remove everything, uh, they may not break as well at first as you like rebed them in. God, so much shit on this chair. Is that all? I shouldn't have done that. That wasn't worth a camera angle. Anyway, uh, so let's go make our way around. Pretty dirty. Uh, ooh, very dirty. Let's do it in a fluid motion. Pretend like we're people who are washing windows. There's a little bit of paper being deposited. Now I wonder, can I make the arms look better? Because they're really, really dirty. Yeah, I can. It's not super worth it. Ultimately, this is just vanity. This passion play. This is like less and less worth it. We get a clean part of this now. Go over that. Go over that. I didn't want to bend my card. I found a deck of cards recently when I was biking on Georgia 400. I thought it was pretty cool. I wanted to get an ace of spades, but I didn't find one. Pretty dirty for a rotor, don't you know? All right, do the other one. Front wheel drive, y'all. I've actually just been thinking about getting some new rotors, honestly. These are like bent from misuse, honestly. I think throwing my bike in the back of people's cars and not having a lot of regard. I never want to put my bike down drive side down, so I will always prefer to put it brake side down, and so that has had some consequences here for the rotors. They are not as straight as God intended them to be, if you know what I'm saying. Let's do a little cleaning, little little vanity sweep, and then let's go ahead and get any kind of excessive shit off of here. Both sides, front to back. That's all good now. Yeah, I don't really want that. Yeah, okay, so I just touched the rotor. I touched the rotor, touched my rear rotor at the cross section of where the spokes met on my front wheel, and I think I got a little bit of oil on it in doing so. I'm telling you, this kind of stuff is worth doing, but boy is it tedious. Boy. All right, I'm gonna call that good. It's not always the end of the world, if you get a bunch of shit on your rotors and it fucks with your brake pad. You can burn your brake pad, try to get the contaminants off. You can also sand them down a little bit with some sandpaper. Mm. My uh, my rotors, my brake pads are centered like SFI-TERED, so they're like metal flakes in there, and I don't know, like they're not organic. They have cork-based uh, braking pads, which are supposed to be like a lot quieter, but they also don't break as well. And um, yeah, that's like, I've enjoyed squeaky brakes because I'm like, dude, that's the sound of stopping. You know, I love that sound, and I love BB7s. Let's go ahead and put this rear wheel back in into the dropouts. Let's go ahead and tighten her up. Wow, I really loosened this a lot, I guess, unnecessarily so. That's a lot of retightening. All right, is that tight enough? I don't think so. Let's do one more little thing. I have read that when you put a quick release skewer on, a good rule of thumb to know that it's tight enough is that it should leave a mark on your hand after tightening it down. So that felt like it did. Now, let's get this front wheel back in. Oh, fucking Surly's proprietary skewer. Fucking, what's it called? It is a through axle. Their proprietary through axle system has really fucked me over in the past. I biked from Pennsylvania to Georgia after doing the Appalachian Trail, um, and I shipped my bike out to myself, and in doing so, a crucial part of the through axle was lost in transit, and actually had to go to a bike shop and like cobble together a bunch of like disparate parts to mimic what the proprietary piece like did for the system. And for some reason, this always fights me. There we go. I think I know why. So I didn't put the. Oh, is it still fighting me? Yeah, it's not properly seated. Come on, get in there. Don't be a pain. It's just like barely fucking touching this. Well, actually, one of these. Oh my god, am I being so stupid? The answer is yes. That's something to be expected. I can't believe I didn't realize that the easiest way to fix this problem was just to swap out the. Well, is this going to fix the problem? I guess we'll see. I don't know. I just flipped the uh, through axle skewer so that the other side is now facing the other side. Maybe this isn't actually going to solve my problem, but it might be easier to properly see it. We'll see. We will see. That's properly seated. That is definitely not properly seated. Come on. Don't be difficult. There's no reason to be difficult. I don't like it when inanimate objects decide to like have an opinion about what I'm trying to do. It's like, hey, that's not your role. Like, you just need to like do what I say and go where you're supposed to go. I don't need to hear any fucking back talk. Wow, this is actually might be worse. Oh my god, what the fuck? That looks so fucked up. Okay, got it. Jesus Christ, that was retarded. Um, anyway, okay. Drop in my tools. Give us a little pinch to grow an inch. All right, front wheel's reinstalled. Rear wheel is reinstalled. Tools are back where they're supposed to be. Toolboxes are closed. One of the most important parts of any project is cleaning up. And honestly, it's one of my favorite parts as well. Um, dang, the seat is all dirty now, dirtified. I need to clean that. Shouldn't leave it that way. I will end up regretting that. Well, that's how you do what I just did. So, I hope you enjoy.